you know. But in reality, that's all he's doing, because he has no interest in equality with black people. In fact, equality with black people among white people, to them it seems like discrimination. Equality with black people in the minds of white people feels like discrimination, like they're discriminating against white folks. You know? And the Bakke decision, the Supreme Court Bakke decision about affirmative action. Look it up, the Bakke decision. You know, when they say the affirmative action was unconstitutional because it gives preference. Well, damn, y'all motherfuckers are the ones that started this shit in the first place. We gonna get, we heard the story, so we gonna race, and then before the race starts, you gonna break both my legs. You gonna damage my hip. And then you're going to say, okay, go. Like I said, listen, look, white people, your time is up. The best thing, and look, as a poet, one who has been around, that have performed throughout the continental United States and a few places abroad, I go, I'm in venues with sometimes majority white, sometimes it's mixed. But there have been times when white people have come to me after me doing my poetry, and they come to me almost with their head down like, I know you're right, but what can we do? I'm going to tell you what you can do. I'm going to tell you what you can do, okay? Educate yourself, go into your old white communities, and civilize your people. And take the lumps that comes with it, even if it means your life. If you for real, even if it means your life, go into your white communities and educate and civilize your own people. Because this is not our problem. This is the problem of white people. So, and Frantz Fanon, he's the other one. Let me get Frantz Fanon was a little bit more radical, if that's the right. It's not. Just for the sake of clarity, when we say radical, what does radical mean? It means getting to the root of the problem. That's all a radical is. Getting to the root of the problem, as opposed to dealing with the effects of the problem. They want to put a band-aid on racism, but they don't want to deal with the root. Okay? So again, Frantz Fanon believes that this would never be resolved civilly. That means a lot of this is going to be resolved through violent confrontation. Okay? And if it gets to that point, it's your own fault, white people. It's your own fault. Because we've been asking. Just like Pa said, we was asking in the 60s. What do you think we're going to do now? We've been asking. You think we're going to keep asking? You think every generation is going to keep asking? No, every generation is going to have to make a decision. They're going to either carry this thing forward and solve this problem, or they're going to betray their own generation by not dealing with this and putting this on the next generation. So again, Malcolm taught us, and when Malcolm taught us and Malcolm was teaching, what they say about Malcolm? Oh, he hate white folks. I used to get that in the poetry spots too. Oh, here come Prophet. He hate white folks. Man, I don't hate nobody. Just for the record, I don't hate nobody. I just love my people. I love my people so much that they think that the ones that are, like Malcolm said, the ones that are inflicting this injustice on us think that we hate them. I don't hate nobody. In fact, this has nothing to do with hate. Hate is not even part of the component. This is about love. About love. If you see your mom being raped, and you grab the rapist and you break his neck, is that hate? That's not hate. He's raping your mama. And if you don't do anything, that means you're against your mama. That means you're against your mother. If you sit there and you watch her get raped and you don't do nothing, that means you're against your mama. But white folks like to twist that around. They like to twist that around. They like to, one thing about words. Words, we got to pay attention to words. And I always tell people, I remember reading a piece on Confucius, and they asked Confucius, they said, if you was to take over the state tomorrow, what would be the first thing that you do? And you know what he said? Change the language. And when I read that hit me like an atomic bomb. Exactly, change the language. See, white folks, they've been writing history and dictating all this stuff, and now when we decide to do this on our own, they want to come back with some nonsense. They want to come back with some nonsense. But I tell you, the nonsense is over. The nonsense is over. So Tim Black, I thank you for doing that little piece, man. You got me started, because again, white folks, they try to be slick. People like Bill Maher, they try to be slick. And they get up there and try to flip the script on us. But this ain't the 60s or the 50s anymore. We got hip to your ass already. We hip to you and your trickery. So again, read them books. Read Frantz Fanon, The Wretched of the Earth. Read Neely Fuller. Read the ISIS Papers. Read the Iceman Inheritance. Read these books, right? Read them. ISIS Papers. Again, one more time. Just in case you said the camera went bad. ISIS Papers. Neely Fuller. I got my Wretched of the Earth somewhere in my library. I wasn't able to find it, but that's another book. Read The Wretched of the Earth, and read Black Mask, White Skin by Frantz Fanon. Both of them by Frantz Fanon. Alright, so again, listen, man, we done with this. We've been dealing with y'all motherfuckers for a long time. Ever since you came out of the caves of Europe. When white people didn't even know how to make fire, African people were building pyramids. The Mayans and the Aztecs were building pyramids. Africans were traveling to Mesoamerica, trading with the native peoples. Read They Came Before Columbus by Ivan Van Sertima. Okay? They try to trick you with all this shit. But like I said, thanks to our grandmaster teachers, our ancestors, Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, we don't find you out. So you can continue with your nonsense and talking all your shit. But the day your time is up. So either you're gonna come correct, or you're gonna be we're gonna push you back to the caves, because all you do is cause mischief. You are white people are absolutely disagreeable. Nothing satisfies them, nothing. And I could go on for another 2 hours, 3 hours, because again, I've been dealing with this subject matter for many years, So, y'all people out there, just again, keep that in mind. And real quick, I just want to say that October 26th, right here on Grunt TV, I'm going to be interviewing MOVE members from the MOVE organization, former political prisoners. Okay, it's real deep. If y'all don't know who MOVE is, go on my facebook.com/MalikShabazz. I put a couple of video clips of MOVE members speaking. Educate yourself, educate yourself, because a lot of people, I don't know if Bill Maher knows this, but he's talking all that shit. Where was he when in 1985, when the Philadelphia Police Department dropped a military-grade C4 bomb on a family of black people, killing 11 people, 6 children and 4 adults? Where was he talking? Where was he then? Where was the outrage by white people then? Where was the outrage of white people when they dropped down? The first time they did aerial assault on the black community was in Black Wall Street. When they dropped dynamite on the black community, destroyed the whole black community, their businesses, their home, and killed hundreds of black people and injured hundreds more. Where was the white outrage then? So don't give me that shit. Fuck y'all. People like Bill Maher talking that shit. On that note, my peoples, let's keep this shit real. Alright? Let's keep this shit real. Black power. All day.